Let me tell you something surprising. Native speakers almost never say, "I don't know," even when they don't know. They have smoother, more natural ways to respond. Like, "Let me think. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'll get back to you on that." It's subtle, but it makes all the difference. These are the kinds of phrases that make you sound fluent, confident, and real. The kind that make people say, "Whoa, you sound like a native." And that's exactly what we're going to work on today. Part 1. Introduction. Speak like a native every day. Hi there, I'm Laura, and welcome back to our channel, where we help you not just learn English, but live it. If you've ever felt like your English is fine, but it doesn't quite feel natural, like you're still thinking before speaking or translating in your head, this video is for you. Because today you'll learn 50 advanced English phrases that native speakers actually use every single day. These aren't robotic textbook phrases. These are real, emotional, flexible expressions for everyday conversations. We've broken the lesson into powerful, real-life categories, like how to handle uncertainty, how to make polite requests, how to agree and disagree naturally, how to express emotions, end conversations, make plans, and more. You'll hear every phrase in real mini dialogues. You'll repeat them with me using shadowing, one of the fastest ways to train your brain and your mouth to work like a native speaker's. And at the end of the lesson, you'll get a full shadowing practice section where you'll speak through 10 real-life conversations using everything you've learned. You'll build rhythm, confidence, and memory, all by speaking out loud. So, who is this for? If you already understand English but want to sound more natural and fluent, this is for you. If you're tired of feeling stuck in your head when speaking, this is for you. And if you want to replace boring, basic words with expressions that actually sound like you, this is definitely for you. And don't worry, we're going to take this step by step. You'll get clear explanations, real conversations, and plenty of space to practice out loud with me. All you need to do is follow along, listen actively, and repeat after me. Speak the phrases, feel the rhythm, enjoy the process. I promise, it's going to be fun. So, are you ready? Let's start building your fluency, phrase by phrase, situation by situation, together. Grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into our very first real-world speaking category, handling uncertainty and buying time in English conversations. Because sounding confident, even when you're not sure, is a skill every fluent speaker needs. Let's do this. Part 2. Handling uncertainty and delaying responses. Let's face it, we're not always 100% sure what to say. Maybe someone asks you a question you don't know the answer to. Maybe you're trying to remember something, but it's just not coming to you. Or maybe you just need a second to think, to pause, to buy yourself a little time before speaking. Now here's the thing. Native speakers do this all the time, but they don't just say, I don't know, or stand there awkwardly. They've got smooth little phrases that help them stay in control of the conversation, even when they're unsure. So today, I'm going to teach you how to do that too. Let's start with a classic, something you'll hear every single day in English. Let me think. It's such a simple phrase, but it buys you time. It tells the other person, I'm thinking, Just give me a second. And it sounds completely natural. Imagine this. Your friend asks, "What was the name of that Italian place we went to last month?" You pause and say, let me think. Was it Bella Roma? Or maybe Trattoria Luca? See how it works? You're not rushing. You're giving your brain a second, and you're doing it fluently. Another one I love is, "I'm not sure off the top of my head." This is a native speaker's way of saying, "I don't remember it right now." But it sounds calm, polite, and professional. Let's say a coworker asks, "Do you remember what time the meeting starts?" You reply, "I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'll check the calendar and let you know." Smooth, helpful, fluent. Now sometimes you remember part of the answer, and that triggers a memory. That's when you can say, "That reminds me." This phrase is so useful. It helps you jump from one idea to another in a way that feels natural. You might be chatting and suddenly say, "Oh, that reminds me. I still need to email Sarah about the project." Or, "That reminds me. Did you hear what happened to Mark last week?" It's casual. It's real. It keeps the conversation flowing. Now let's talk about another advanced phrase, "as far as I know." This one is powerful because it lets you give information while being honest about your uncertainty. You're not pretending to be an expert, but you're still participating in the conversation. Example, your roommate asks, "Is the library open on Sundays?" You say, "As far as I know, it's open till 5, but we can double check online." You see what's happening here? You're showing that you're helpful, but not 100% certain. That's exactly how fluent speakers talk. They're flexible. They're clear. All right, here's one that might happen to you more often than you'd like. "It slipped my mind." This is a great way to say you forgot something, but in a soft, easygoing way. Let's say your friend asks, "Hey, did you bring the book you promised me?" You pause and say, "Oh no, it totally slipped my mind. I'll bring it tomorrow, I promise." It doesn't sound guilty or panicked, just honest and human. That's what we want, real connection. Let's pause for a moment and practice a short dialogue together. Scene 1, at a coffee shop. A. "Do you remember if Jake is coming today?" B. Let me think. I think he said he might be late." A. "He didn't text you?" B. "Nope. And to be honest, it slipped my mind to check." Scene 2, at work. "What's the deadline for this task?" B. "I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I can find out." A. "Cool, thanks. Let me know when you do." B. "For sure. I'll check after lunch." Scene 3, casual conversation. "Are we still meeting at 6 tonight?" B. "As far as I know, yes, unless something's changed." A. "All right, I'll see you then." These are the types of everyday moments where these phrases shine. Nothing dramatic, just normal life with natural English. Now let's do a little repeat after me practice. I'll say the phrase, then you say it out loud. Ready? Let me think. I'm not sure off the top of my head. That reminds me. As far as I know, it slipped my mind. Great. Let's put a little emotion into them now. Say it like you're really talking to someone. Slow down if you need to. Add the right feeling. Fluency isn't just about speed. It's about sound and intention. Let's try one more shadowing scene. This time, you act as speaker B. You're at a bookstore. A. Do you know if this author has another book out? B. Let me think. That name does sound familiar. A. Yeah, I think they wrote something else last year. B. As far as I know, this is their latest one, but I can check for you. Perfect. That's how real conversations work. Back and forth, casual, clear, and human. Now, before we move on, I want you to remember something. It's okay to not know everything. What matters is how you respond when you're unsure. If you can stay calm, polite, and fluent, people will always respect you. That's the skill we're building here. So take these phrases, practice them out loud, use them the next time you need to buy time or admit uncertainty. And when you're ready, join me in part 3, where we'll learn how to offer help and ask for things in polite, confident, native-sounding English. Let's keep going. You're doing amazing. Part 3, polite requests and offering help. Let's be real. We all need help sometimes, and most of us also want to be helpful to others. It's a part of daily life, at work, at home, in class, or even just out in the world. But here's something a lot of English learners miss. It's not what you ask that matters most. It's how you ask. You see, native speakers have these soft, polite, natural-sounding ways of offering help or making a request. And when you use them, people are more open, more willing, and honestly, they just see you as more fluent and friendly. So today, we're going to focus on those magic little phrases that help you ask for support or offer your help without sounding awkward, robotic, or too direct. Let's start with a super common one. Would you mind if I? This phrase is polite, gentle, and very native. Instead of just asking, can I, which can sound a little pushy, would you mind if I makes your request sound thoughtful. Let's hear it in action. You're in a shared office space and want to open the window. You say, would you mind if I open the window? It's a little stuffy in here. Simple, polite. You're not demanding, you're inviting cooperation. Now, let's flip it. You're the one who needs help. A fantastic phrase is, could you do me a favor? You hear this all the time, at work, with friends, even in texts. Imagine this. You're about to send an important email, but you want a second opinion. You turn to your colleague and say, hey, could you do me a favor and read this before I send it? Just want to make sure it sounds okay. This sounds way better than, check this for me, right? You're being respectful. You're involving the other person. That's fluent English. Another helpful phrase is, do you think you could? This is excellent for casual requests. It softens the question and shows that you're not assuming anything. You're just asking. Example, your friend is heading out and you need something from the store. You say, do you think you could grab some milk while you're out? It's friendly. It gives them space to say no, and that makes it a much better request. Okay, let's shift now to offering help, because in daily life, there are so many chances to step in and make someone's day a little easier. And when you use the right phrases, you sound not only fluent, but kind, supportive, and socially aware. Try this one. Let me help you with that. You see someone struggling with heavy bags, or maybe they're setting up chairs before a meeting. You walk over and say, let me help you with that. And you just start helping. This phrase is direct, but it feels good. You're not asking permission. You're offering your support. Here's another classic. Do you need a hand? It's casual, it's warm, it's super common. Someone's trying to carry too much, or they're juggling a few tasks. You walk by and say, "Hey, do you need a hand with that?" You're not pushing, you're offering, and people really appreciate that. Now here's one you'll hear often in workplaces or even between friends. Let me know if you need anything. This is a polite way to say, "I'm here to help, just ask." Imagine your coworker is staying late to finish a project. As you head out, you say, "Hey, I'm heading home. Let me know if you need anything before I go." It's soft, it's supportive. It tells them you're available without hovering. Let's bring these into some real-life scenes. Scene 1. At a friend's house. A. This couch is heavier than I thought. B. Let me help you with that. A. Thanks. I didn't expect it to be this big. B. No worries. We just go one corner at a time. Scene 2. At the office. A. Ugh, I've got to finish all of this before lunch. B. Do you need a hand? I've got a few minutes. A. Seriously? That'd be amazing, thank you. B. Of course. Let's divide it up. Scene 3. Making a polite request. A. Could you do me a favor? B. Sure. What do you need? A. Would you mind proofreading this report for me? Just want a second pair of eyes. B. Happy to. Email it over. See how these phrases make the conversation flow? There's no awkwardness, no bossiness, just smooth, polite interaction. The kind native speakers do without thinking. All right, let's practice a few of these aloud. Repeat after me. Would you mind if I opened the window? Could you do me a favor and check this email? Do you think you could give me a ride tomorrow? Let me help you with that. Do you need a hand? Let me know if you need anything. Good. Now let's flip it. I'll describe a situation. You respond out loud. Ready? You see your friend carrying 3 grocery bags. Say, do you need a hand with those? You're asking your classmate to borrow their notes. Say, would you mind if I copied your notes from yesterday? You want to offer help to a coworker who looks stressed. Say, let me know if you need anything, okay? You're hoping your friend can drop something off for you. Say, do you think you could bring it to me after work? Perfect. These phrases may seem small, but they're powerful. They help you connect with people. They help you be helpful and ask for help in a way that feels kind, respectful, and fluent. So next time you need support or want to offer yours, don't freeze. Don't guess. Use these expressions. Practice them. Own them. And in the next part of this series, we'll dive into something even more personal: how to express emotions and opinions in a natural, honest, and fluent way. Because real conversations aren't just about facts, they're about feelings. Let's go deeper in Part 4 and keep growing together. Part 4. Expressing emotions and opinions naturally. Welcome back. I'm really glad you're still with me because this next part is one of the most important pieces of becoming truly fluent in English. We've already learned how to handle uncertainty, make polite requests, and offer help. But now, we're going to talk about something deeper, something that shows people who you are when you speak. I'm talking about expressing your emotions and your opinions in a way that feels honest, respectful, and real. Because let's be honest, life isn't just about what we do. It's about what we feel, what we think, what we believe. And if you can't express that in English, it can feel like your personality is trapped behind your vocabulary. So today, let's break that barrier. Let's start with this simple phrase. To be honest, native speakers say this all the time when they're about to give their real opinion. It's like a soft warning. Hey, I'm going to speak from the heart right now. It's not rude. In fact, it often makes you sound more sincere. Imagine this. Your friend asks, "Did you like the movie?" And you say, "To be honest, it wasn't really my thing." See that? You're not being harsh. You're being real. Now here's another one I love. That means a lot to me. This is a beautiful phrase when someone does something kind, when they help you, encourage you, or simply show they care. Let's build a quick scene. Your friend says, "Hey, I just wanted to say, I'm really proud of how far you've come." You smile and reply, "Wow, thanks. That really means a lot to me." It's emotional. It's warm. It connects you to the other person. Next up, let's say you really agree with someone. You could say yes, but let's make it more expressive. Try, "I couldn't agree more." It's a stronger, more passionate way to say exactly or totally. Picture this. Your coworker says, "Honestly, people need to take breaks more often. Burnout is real." You nod and say, "I couldn't agree more." Just 5 minutes away from the screen can change your whole day. Powerful, right? You're showing that you really feel the same way, not just saying "yeah" out of habit. Now here's a phrase that's all about empathy. I know how you feel. This one's perfect when someone shares something difficult, when they're frustrated, sad, or overwhelmed. It doesn't mean you have the same life experience. It just means you understand. You're listening. For example, your friend says, "I've been so stressed. Everything just feels too much lately." You gently say, "Yeah, I know how you feel. I've had days like that too." That phrase? It's connection in one sentence. All right, let's go a little deeper. Sometimes someone asks for your opinion and you want to be supportive, but you also want to be honest. That's when this phrase comes in handy. If I were you, I'd. This is how native speakers give advice in a kind and respectful way. Let's say your classmate is debating whether to apply for a scholarship. They're unsure. You might say, "If I were you, I'd just go for it." You've got nothing to lose, and you might actually get it. This phrase is powerful because it takes pressure off the listener. You're not saying, you should do this. You're saying, here's what I'd do. Big difference. Let's walk through a few scenes together. Scene 1. Talking about a bad date. A. Honestly, he just talked about himself the whole night. B. Oh, I know how you feel. That's the worst. A. I left after dessert. B. To be honest, I would have done the same. Scene 2. Giving gentle advice. A. I've been thinking about quitting my job. B. If I were you, I'd wait until you find something else, just to be safe. A. Yeah, you're probably right. I know it's tough, but you'll figure it out. Scene 3. Responding to kindness. A. I just wanted to say thanks. You really helped me last week. B. Aw, that means a lot to me. I'm really glad I could help. You see how natural that sounds? You're not just speaking English, you're feeling in English. You're showing care, giving advice, reacting honestly. That's the real stuff. Now let's practice a few phrases out loud together. Repeat after me. To be honest, that means a lot to me. I couldn't agree more. I know how you feel. If I were you, I'd... Good. Let's try them with more emotion this time. Put yourself in this situation. Speak like you mean it. Ready for some role play? Situation 1. Your friend says they're overwhelmed with work. Say, I know how you feel. I've had days like that too. Situation 2. Your sibling says they're not sure about applying for a big opportunity. Say, if I were you, I'd go for it. You've got nothing to lose. Situation 3. Someone just gave you a really thoughtful gift. Say, wow, that means a lot to me. Thank you. Situation 4. You're being honest about something that didn't impress you. Say, to be honest, it wasn't really what I expected. Situation 5. Your friend shares an opinion you fully agree with. Say, I couldn't agree more. You're totally right. Excellent. Remember, fluency isn't just about structure or speed. It's about expression. It's how you bring your personality into the language. So keep practicing these phrases. Say them out loud. Use them in real conversations. Or even just when you're talking to yourself in the mirror. Yes, that counts too. In our next section, we're going to explore something that challenges everyone. How to agree or disagree politely without sounding cold or too blunt. It's a skill every fluent speaker needs, especially in group conversations, meetings, and debates. So stay with me, and I'll see you in Part 5. Part 5. Agreeing and disagreeing like a native speaker. Welcome back. I'm really excited about this part because this is where your English starts to feel truly alive. So far, we've focused on expressing your emotions, handling uncertainty, making requests, all essential. But today, we're diving into one of the most valuable and challenging parts of communication: how to agree and disagree like a native speaker. Because let's be real. In real life, we don't always see eye to eye, and that's okay. In fact, it's great. Disagreement is part of natural conversation, but how we handle it, that's where fluency and emotional intelligence really shine. So today, I'll teach you how to show strong agreement with energy and personality. Disagree without sounding rude or cold. Keep conversations flowing smoothly, even when opinions clash. Let's start on the easy side, agreement. Sure, you can just say yes, or I agree. But native speakers have so many better, more colorful ways to agree that feel real and relatable. Here's one of the most common. Exactly. It's short, it's strong. It shows you're fully on board with what someone just said. Let's say your friend says, I feel like I never have enough time to relax. You nod and reply, exactly. It's like we're always rushing from one thing to the next. Notice how that one word, exactly, adds life to your reply. It's not just agreement, it's emotional agreement. Now here's another super friendly one. That's so true. This is great for conversations where you want to stay positive and connected. Imagine you're talking to a coworker. They say, coffee just doesn't work for me anymore. You laugh and reply, that's so true. I drink it and I still feel tired. You're not just saying, I agree. You're building on what they said. You're making it social. All right, let's turn up the volume with totally. This is one of those very native-sounding responses that feels casual and confident. Friend, weekends go by way too fast. You, totally. I blink and it's Monday again. And when you want to take it even further, use I couldn't agree more. This one is stronger. It says, I don't just agree, I fully agree. Your classmate says, this new teacher is awesome. She actually makes things interesting. You smile and say, I couldn't agree more. I actually look forward to class now. All right, now it's time for the tricky part. How do you disagree without sounding cold, harsh, or unfriendly? Here's the secret. Native speakers soften their disagreement with phrases that show understanding, even when they're about to say something different. Let's start with, I see your point, but. This is polite, respectful, and incredibly useful. It shows that you've listened, but you've got a different take. Let's try it in context. Someone says everyone should get up at 5 a.m. to be productive. You reply, I see your point, but I work better at night. I'm definitely not a morning person. You didn't reject their idea. You simply added your own view. Another great one is, that might be true, but. This is perfect when you want to gently challenge someone's opinion. Let's say your friend says, fast food is the best kind of food. You could respond, that might be true in terms of taste, but I still try to cook at home when I can. Again, you're not attacking. You're balancing the conversation. Now, here's one that shows empathy before you disagree. I get where you're coming from. This is gold in any disagreement. It says, I hear you. I understand. It softens your response and builds trust. Imagine this. Your friend says, I think online classes are better than in-person ones. You say, I get where you're coming from. It's flexible and convenient. But honestly, I still prefer being in a classroom with people. See the rhythm there? Understanding first, opinion second. That's real fluency. And finally, for moments when you just can't agree but want to end things peacefully, let's agree to disagree. It's calm. It says, we don't need to keep arguing. You might say it with a smile. You might say it in a serious tone. But either way, it ends the disagreement on a respectful note. Friend, pineapple on pizza is disgusting. I love it. But hey, let's agree to disagree. Let's play with a few dialogues now. Scene 1. Small disagreement at a cafe. A. I think tea is better than coffee. B. I see your point, but coffee just wakes me up better. A. Fair enough. B. Let's agree to disagree. A. Deal. Scene 2. Class discussion. A. I think group work is a waste of time. B. That might be true for some people, but I like sharing ideas. A. Yeah, I guess it depends on the group. B. Exactly. Scene 3. Friendly debate. A. Honestly, I think this show is boring. B. Really? I couldn't agree more with the critics who say it's brilliant. A. Well, I guess it's just not my style. B. Fair enough. Now it's time for some speaking practice. Repeat these lines after me and say them with emotion, like you're really in the scene. Exactly. That's so true. Totally. I couldn't agree more. I see your point, but that might be true, but I get where you're coming from. Let's agree to disagree. Perfect. Now let's do a few quick scenes, and this time you be the one to respond. Scene 1. Your friend says, I think cats are better than dogs. Say, I see your point, but I'm more of a dog person. Scene 2. Your coworker says, this project was so well managed. Say, totally. Everything went so smoothly. Scene 3. Someone says, pineapple on pizza is awful. Say, let's agree to disagree. I love it. Scene 4. Your classmate says, winter break is way too short. Say, I couldn't agree more. Scene 5. Your friend says, I think watching TV is a waste of time. Say, that might be true sometimes, but I think it depends on what you watch. Amazing! These phrases might seem small, but they're what keep real conversations going. They help you sound respectful, confident, and emotionally intelligent. And most of all, they help you connect. So the next time someone shares an opinion, whether you agree or not, you'll know exactly how to respond like a native speaker. In the next section, we're going to learn how to end conversations smoothly and how to clarify understanding in those everyday moments when things aren't totally clear. It's one of those invisible skills fluent speakers use all the time, and you're about to master it too. So stick with me, and I'll see you in Part 6. Part 6. Ending conversations and confirming understanding. You've made it this far, and that tells me something. You care about the real stuff, the small, subtle, everyday moments in English that most learners skip, but native speakers use all the time. And this next part, it's a perfect example of that. Because today, we're talking about how to end conversations naturally and how to check for understanding without sounding awkward, abrupt, or confused. Think about it. You're chatting with someone. The conversation's going well, but now it's time to go. How do you end it without just blurting out, "Okay, bye"? Or maybe someone says something and you're not 100% sure what they meant. You want to check, but you don't want to sound like you weren't paying attention. These are small moments, but they're powerful. They either leave a good impression or they make things feel strange and unfinished. Let's start with how native speakers end conversations smoothly. We don't usually say goodbye unless it's a formal situation. What we actually say is more relaxed, more friendly, and often more emotional. Try this one. "I'll catch you later." It's casual, natural. You can use it with friends, classmates, coworkers, pretty much anyone. Let's say you've been chatting with someone in the hallway. You check the time and say, "Anyway, I've got to run, but I'll catch you later, okay?" They smile. "Yeah, sounds good." Now here's a super warm one. "Take care." It's a lovely way to say goodbye, and it shows kindness. You might say it after a short talk with a neighbor or friend. "All right, I should head out. Take care." They reply, "You too." Or try, "Talk to you soon." "See you around." "Let's catch up again soon." All of these say bye without feeling like a hard stop. That's what you want. Something soft, smooth, and easy. Now, what about when you really need to leave, like you're late or rushing? Try this phrase, "I've got to run." It's not rude. In fact, it's one of the friendliest ways to say, "I need to go." Let's try it in a scene. You're wrapping up a chat outside your office. You smile and say, "This was great. I've got to run, but let's talk again soon." They reply, "Yeah, definitely. Take care." Now let's switch gears and talk about something just as important, confirming what someone means. You ever hear something and go, "Wait, what?" But instead of saying, "Huh?" or "What did you say?" you want something smoother, more fluent. Try this one. "I'm not sure I follow." It's polite. It tells the other person, "I didn't quite understand. Can you explain again?" Example, your coworker says, "We need to submit the report at the revision number before the 15th, unless the client gives a secondary approval." You blink. "Sorry, I'm not sure I follow. Do we send it before the 15th or only if they approve?" You didn't just ask for clarification, you did it respectfully and fluently. Another great one is, "Just to be clear." This is perfect when you want to double-check something. "Friend, let's meet at the entrance around 6. You? Cool. Just to be clear, that's the main entrance, right? It shows you're listening. It prevents confusion, and it keeps communication smooth. Now, sometimes we wrap up a decision or give someone responsibility, and that's when you might hear, "The ball's in your court." It means it's your move now. It's often used in decisions, relationships, even work projects. Example, you've made your offer. Now you wait. You say, "Well, I've done my part. The ball's in their court." It's metaphorical, casual, and super native. Here's another one. "Fair enough." This is a great way to say, "I accept that," even if you don't totally agree. Let's say someone gives you a reason for doing something differently. I skipped the meeting because I wasn't feeling well. You reply, fair enough. Hope you're feeling better now. You didn't argue. You accepted it. That's what makes conversations feel safe and smooth. Let's put these into real-world scenes. Scene 1. Ending a chat with a friend. A. All right, I should head home. Dinner's waiting. B. No worries. Let's catch up again soon. A. Definitely. Take care. B. You too. Bye. Scene 2. Clarifying something at work. A. We'll meet at 10, then check in with finance after. B. Just to be clear, is that 10 a.m. in the main office? A. Yep, conference room 3. B. Got it. Thanks. Scene 3. Wrapping up a decision. A. I've sent them the proposal. Now we wait. B. So the ball's in their court. A. Exactly. Now it's your turn. Let's practice some key phrases together. Repeat after me. I'll catch you later. Take care. I've got to run. Talk to you soon. I'm not sure I follow. Just to be clear, the ball's in your court. Fair enough. Beautiful. Let's try a few quick shadowing prompts now, where you say the lines aloud, like you're really in the moment. Situation 1. You're ending a conversation in a rush. Say, "It was great talking to you, but I've got to run." Situation 2. You want to double-check something a friend just said. Say, "Just to be clear, you meant the second entrance, right?" Situation 3. Someone explains their decision and you accept it. Say, "Fair enough." Situation 4. You didn't understand something clearly. Say, "Sorry, I'm not sure I follow." Situation 5. You've done your part. Now it's up to someone else. Say, "Well, the ball's in their court now." Excellent work. These moments, ending chats, asking for clarity, responding kindly, they're what make fluent English feel fluent. Not just grammatically correct, but emotionally right. So the next time you're finishing a conversation or checking someone's meaning, don't freeze. Don't panic. Use these phrases. Practice them. Let them flow. And speaking of flowing, in the next part, we're going to unlock the art of making plans and nailing small talk like a native speaker. Because fluency isn't just about knowing what to say. It's about keeping conversations going. Let's jump into that in Part 7. I'll see you there. Part 7. Planning ahead and small talk essentials. We're back, and in this part, we're taking things even deeper into real-life fluency. Because it's not just big conversations that matter. It's the small ones too. The quick chats with coworkers. The "what are you up to this weekend" kind of talks. The little moments that keep relationships warm, easy, and alive. And here's the truth. Fluent speakers don't always say something smart, but they do know how to keep the conversation going, naturally and comfortably. So today, I'm going to teach you 2 essential fluency skills. How to talk about future plans in a natural, flexible way. How to make small talk, those friendly, everyday check-ins that help you build connection with just about anyone. Let's start with talking about the future. You probably already know how to say things like, I will go, or I want to go. But honestly, native speakers rarely talk like that. Instead, we use softer, more casual expressions like, I'm planning to, I'm thinking of, I might, I'm hoping to. Let's try a scene. Your friend says, any plans this weekend? You say, yeah, I'm planning to clean out the garage. It's a mess. Or, I'm thinking of checking out that new cafe downtown. These phrases don't just say what you're doing. They show intention. They're gentle, real, and flexible. Let's go a little further. Someone asks, are you going to the gym this week? Instead of saying yes or no, you might say, maybe, we'll see how work goes. Or, I might go Thursday morning if I wake up early. You're not locking anything in. You're leaving space. That's how real people talk. Here's another great phrase. So far, so good. It's perfect for those casual updates. When someone asks how your day or week is going. Friend, how's the new job? You, so far, so good. Still learning the ropes, but I like it. It's easygoing, honest, native. And here's a fun one you'll hear all the time, especially when someone's running late or talking about a delay. Better late than never. Let's say your friend shows up 20 minutes late and says, sorry I'm late. You laugh and say, better late than never. It's light. It's forgiving. It keeps things friendly. Now let's put some of these together in a full conversation. Scene 1. Making weekend plans. A. Hey, what are you up to this weekend? B. I'm thinking of visiting my sister. Haven't seen her in a while. A. That's nice. Just for the day? B. Yeah, I might go Saturday and come back Sunday. A. Sounds like a good trip. Hope the weather holds up. B. Fingers crossed. Scene 2. Casual check-in. A. Hey, how's everything going with your new class? B. So far, so good. The teacher's great and I'm actually enjoying the material. A. That's awesome. You're settling in well then. B. Yeah, I think so. It's still early, but I feel good about it. Scene 3. Friendly catch-up. A. Long time no see. What have you been up to lately? B. Just working mostly. I'm hoping to take a little break next month. A. Nice. Any travel plans? B. Maybe. I'm thinking of going up to the mountains for a few days. We'll see. You see how normal that sounds? Nothing fancy, no complex grammar, but it flows, and that's what fluency really is. Now let's focus on small talk starters. These are the little questions native speakers ask just to keep the connection alive. Try these. So, how's everything going? What have you been up to? Did you hear about? By the way, these openers are flexible. You can use them at work, at the gym, in class, almost anywhere. Let's say you run into someone you haven't seen in a while. You smile and say, hey, long time no see. How's everything going? They say, not bad, just busy as always. You reply, tell me about it. I feel like I haven't had a free weekend in months. Boom! Now you're in a real conversation. Let's do some repeat after me together. Say these lines out loud, and this time, really imagine you're the one saying them. I'm planning to visit my parents this weekend. I'm thinking of trying that new Thai place. So far, so good. Better late than never. What have you been up to lately? We'll see. By the way, did you hear about the new office policy? Good. Now let's try a few practice scenes where you fill in the gaps. Situation 1. Your coworker asks, "What are you doing after work?" Say, "I'm thinking of catching a movie. I could use a break." Situation 2. A friend says, "You're finally trying yoga, huh?" Say, "Yeah, better late than never." Situation 3. Someone asks, "How's the new apartment?" Say, "So far, so good. Still unpacking, but I love the space." Situation 4. You want to start a casual chat. Say, "Hey, what have you been up to lately?" Situation 5. You're unsure about weekend plans. Say, "Maybe we'll see how the weather looks." Awesome! Small talk might seem, well, small, but it's how friendships grow, how relationships begin, how fluent speakers build trust, one phrase at a time. So the next time someone asks, "How's it going?" or "Got any plans this weekend?" you'll have the tools to respond naturally with confidence. And now, it's time to bring everything together. In the next part, we're going to jump into shadowing practice with full, real-life dialogues built from the 50 phrases you've learned so far. You'll speak with me. Repeat after me. Feel the words in your mouth. Build muscle memory. Build fluency. Ready to level up? Let's do it in Part 8, and I'll see you there. Part 8. Shadowing practice. Real-life dialogues. All right, now comes the part I've been waiting for. You've spent time listening. You've taken in new expressions. You've imagined the situations. Maybe you've even spoken out loud once or twice. But now, it's time to really speak with me. This is your shadowing practice, a method that fluent speakers and even actors use to build pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence in a second language. Here's how it works. We'll go through 10 real-life mini dialogues, each one built from the advanced phrases you've already learned. After each line, I'll leave a pause for you to repeat out loud. I want you to match my tone, my energy, my emotion. And don't be shy. Act it out. Be expressive. Pretend you're really there. Think of this like a performance. You're not just saying words, you're living them. You can shadow just one person in the dialogue, or even better, act out both roles. That's what I do when I practice other languages. All right, ready to shadow with me? Let's begin. Dialogue 1. Asking for help at work. A. Hey, could you do me a favor? Sure. What do you need? A. Would you mind checking this report before I send it? B. Of course. Let's look at it together. Dialogue 2. Making weekend plans. A. What are you up to this weekend? B. I'm thinking of visiting my cousin. She just had a baby. A. That's so nice. How long are you staying? B. Just overnote. I'm hoping to be back Sunday evening. Dialogue 3. A friendly disagreement. A. I think pineapple on pizza is the best. B. I get where you're coming from, but I just can't do sweet and salty. Come on, it's delicious. B. Let's agree to disagree. Dialogue 4. Clarifying a plan. A. We're meeting at 4, right? Just to be clear, that's 4 p.m. at the west entrance. Exactly. I'll text you when I get there. Cool. See you soon. Dialogue 5. Expressing honest emotion. A. I just wanted to say, your message yesterday really helped me. B. Aw, that means a lot to me. I'm really glad I could support you. A. Seriously? Thank you. Anytime, I've got your back. Dialogue 6. Exiting a chat gracefully. A. All right, I should get going. B. Yeah, me too. I'll catch you later. A. Let's grab lunch next week. B. Sounds good. Take care. Dialogue 7. Uncertain about plans. A. Want to join the group hike on Saturday? B. Maybe. We'll see how I feel after this crazy week. A. Fair enough. Let me know either way. B. Will do. Dialogue 8. A mini crisis. A. Ugh, I forgot the client's name again. B. It happens. It totally slipped my mind once too. A. Seriously? Yeah, I had to fake it until someone else said it. Dialogue 9. Real talk about burnout. A. I've been feeling so burned out lately. B. I know how you feel. Everything's been non-stop lately. A. It's like there's no time to breathe. B. Exactly. We need to slow down sometimes. Dialogue 10. Friendly catch-up. A. Long time no see. What have you been up to? B. Not much. Just working a lot. You? A. Same here. So far, so good though. B. Let's grab a coffee soon. It's been forever. Phew! That was a lot, right? But here's what just happened. You didn't just read the phrases. You didn't just listen to them. You used them. You practiced real conversations, out loud, in real time. You built muscle memory. You got your mouth used to the sounds, the emotion, the flow of native English. And that's something no textbook can teach you. Now here's what I recommend. Rewind and repeat these dialogues again tomorrow. Choose 1 or 2 that feel really natural and memorize them. Say the lines in the mirror. Say them while walking around. Try using them with someone you know, or even when talking to yourself. Remember, fluency isn't just about knowing, it's about doing. And you just did it. So proud of you. In the next and final part of this series, I'll share my best tips for keeping this momentum going. How to build a daily practice routine that fits your life, and how to stay motivated when things get tough. So stick around. The journey's not over. It's just beginning. Let's wrap it up in part 9, final tips and wrap-up. See you there. Part 9, final tips and wrap-up. Wow, take a second and really feel this. You've made it through all 8 parts of this lesson. That's not a small thing. That's commitment. That's growth. That's the kind of mindset it takes to become truly fluent in English. So, before anything else, let me just say this. I'm proud of you. Seriously, you showed up. You stayed focused. You didn't just watch passively. You spoke with me. You repeated, shadowed, imagined, reacted. That's what turns language learning into real-life fluency. Now, let's take a moment to look back. Here's what you've learned in this lesson series. How to handle uncertainty with confidence. Phrases like, let me think, and as far as I know. How to ask for help and offer support with kind, polite expressions like, would you mind if I? Or, do you need a hand? How to express real feelings and honest opinions. That means a lot to me, to be honest. How to agree and disagree naturally. I see your point, but, and let's agree to disagree. How to end conversations smoothly and check for understanding. Take care. I'm not sure I follow. Just to be clear. How to talk about your plans and keep the conversation flowing with easy small talk. I'm thinking of, so far, so good. What have you been up to? And finally, how to bring it all together with real dialogue practice through shadowing. That's not just a list of phrases, that's a toolbox for real conversation. So now the big question is, how do you keep going? Because real fluency doesn't come from just one lesson. It comes from daily, honest, imperfect practice. Let me give you a few powerful habits you can start right now. No fancy tools, no perfect conditions, just you and a decision to keep growing. Practice in small, focused moments, daily. You don't need 2 hours. You don't even need 30 minutes. All you need is 5 to 10 minutes a day. Pick 3 phrases from this lesson. Say them out loud. Use them in example sentences. Pretend you're in a real situation. Do that every day, and those phrases will become automatic. Use shadowing to build fluency fast. Go back to part 8. Pick one dialogue. Shadow both sides of the conversation. Not just the words, but the tone, the rhythm, the emotion. Do it once, then again, then once more with your eyes closed. This builds muscle memory. It's like going to the gym for your mouth and mind. Talk to yourself in English. Yes, seriously. You're in your kitchen? Say, I'm making tea. I'm thinking of watching a movie later. You're getting ready for bed? Let me set my alarm. I've got to be up early tomorrow. Narrate your life in English. It feels weird at first, and then it becomes powerful. That's how you own the language. Keep a speaking notebook. Every time you hear a new phrase you like, write it down. Then under it, write your own sentence using that phrase. Then say it out loud 3 times. Once a week, flip back through your notebook. Read your sentences aloud. You're not just learning phrases, you're creating your own English voice. Speak more. Wait less. Stop waiting until your English is perfect. Start speaking now. Even if it's messy, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes are good. They're proof you're doing the real work. Fluency isn't about never messing up. It's about feeling comfortable, even when you do. So whether it's with a friend, a coworker, a stranger, or just yourself in the mirror, speak. Don't wait. Don't hold back. Just speak. Now, before we end, I want to remind you of something important. You don't have to sound like someone else. You don't have to copy a textbook voice. You don't need perfect grammar or a giant vocabulary. You just need you, your ideas, your feelings, your personality, expressed in English, clearly, confidently, naturally. That's what we're building here. And you've already come so far. So what's next? If this video helped you, leave a comment and tell me your favorite phrase from today's lesson. What did you love? What will you use first? And if there's a topic you want next, like phrases for interviews, travel, dating, or anything else, let me know. I'd love to create that lesson for you. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. We post regularly, and every video is here to support your journey toward real, emotional, fluent English. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and as always, keep speaking English with Leo. Take care, my friend. I'll see you soon.